Welcome back. We have one more performance for you tonight, but before we get into that, this is the Red Pill. The world is at war. From our communities between the police and its citizens, to the age-old conflicts in the Middle East, and even politically with our two-party system that is endlessly at odds, it seems like there's never an end in sight. So how do we fix this? The easiest thing to do in these situations is to join in on the mob mentality and jump into the avalanche for the side that you're on. Although this may make a difference in making your point heard, and in some cases it is absolutely temporarily necessary, it's not the best way to ultimately solve a problem. So what should we do? This answer isn't easy. At the end of the day, most people start with the same underlying intention. Babies are born without hate. It's how they grow up and what they witness from their elders that make them stray from this line of thinking. You're a product of your environment and the perspective of those around you. Understanding that everyone else is like this is the first key of resolving conflict. However, the most important tool is communication. Getting together and opening a dual-sided dialogue is everything. Misinformation and distance make it easy to step away and make problems worse while only piling onto the hate. If everyone could just put down their guard and get into a room together, there's almost no reason any problem can't be resolved. Instead, we disconnect and focus on what's wrong instead of how to get to what's right, only making things worse with time, turning a molehill into a mountain. What also often happens is people operate out of fear. Not all police are bad, just like not all citizens are good. Now, I'm not justifying any actions. What is going on is absolutely despicable in the community today. However, only joining in this mob mentality without trying to work towards a solution will make both sides more hostile, aggressive, and give them more ammo to justify their cause. Solutions aren't birthed here. The final element towards solution is the fact that you must let some things in the past go. Once you realize what has already happened is done and there's nothing you can do but learn from it to make sure it doesn't happen again, no matter how difficult this is the only way that we can move on. I'm not saying to let all crimes be forgiven. We should always aim for justice, but in every war, as much as it burns me in my soul to admit, there are always casualties, and we can never move on if we hold on to what is done by others. This is yet to happen in many of the conflicts I mentioned at the onset of this speech, and one reason hindering its progress. It's not always right, it's not always fair, but it's what sometimes is what's needed for the greater good, which is what it is all about at the end of the day. I'm a fan of the book Getting to Yes, which is all about taking ego and things that don't matter out of the equation, getting out of your comfort zone, understanding the other side, and figuring out a resolution. This often means giving in a little right now for a greater good later. At the end of the day, I believe we are all born with the same vision. It's the world that then blurs it. It's time for everyone to shake everything that's built inside us out and work together to truly make this world the place we all dream of.